Becky. See which way round we're going to be tonight. I tried to start it the other way, but it seems like this is the way we're going to be tonight. So I'll have to change my tripod. Right, let's organize, filter, chat filter, all messages. Who have we got? Rachel. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? How are you doing? You're the first one here. Hi, Donna. Hi, Tracy. Rachel is the first one here. I wonder if Sherry will be in tonight after her crown or not. Hi, Becky. Hi, Libby. Oh, look, there's my room. I've been in here all day in bed, but I just thought you might like to see these guys. Put on the bed with me. My tripod is so long. Trying to there, look at them. Oh, good, Rachel. I am very glad about that. Oh, Ruth, that's lovely that you've got Jamie with you still. Oh, I love that for you. I'm feeling really tired and in a lot of pain. So, yeah, I've been with these guys today. Just been in here. Slept in here last night and then have just, you know, spent the day in here. Hi, Libby. Nice to see you here. Oh, Rachel's still got the crown and Tracy's coming up on the second one. So, can you all hear me okay? Aren't they cute? Look at them. They're so bloody cute. And it's a bit chilly here. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Tracy. It's a bit chilly here. Thank you, Becky. Thanks, Libby. Great. Oh, look, Tracy's got a #1 crown. I wonder if Sherry will be in after that later, or will not comment. We are getting settled in at my brother's. Yeah, that's lovely. I'm so glad. Yeah, I know it's a bit pants in it, but last month I did run the candle at both ends, didn't I? I know they are so sweet. They are really, really sweet. Little baby grows, I call them, because I'm from that era when we had baby grows. They're from Sainsbury's. They're what I changed them into last time, and I haven't changed them out of them yet. That's the thing about having so many children. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. And I agree. I'm just trying to shorten the legs on the tripod. That's why it's moving around, so that I can show you Sarah, because it's not fitting on the bed. There we go. There she is. They've got to be next to each other. They've got to be next to each other. They don't like being separated. Even if they don't touch. Sleeper. Yeah, that's very American, isn't it? Sleeper. But even if they don't touch, they just need to be near each other. So they've been on here with me. Not all day, because I've had to have my legs up. This is like raised. This bottom of the bed is raised. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see. See how it's raised there? Which is good for reaching the babies. And then I am sat right up too. Who's saying hiya? Hiya, sweetie. Nice to see you in here. Thomas is still in his zebra sleeper. That's the beauty of having these special babies, isn't it? Actually, I do like changing. I like changing the toddlers more, I think. I just changed Timothy as well. Molly's changed. T has changed what she had on. Annie has changed. So yeah, they're all changed except for the little ones. Now it's the little ones' turn to their go round. Hi, Dolly Maker. I'm glad that you could come in today. I'm glad you're feeling that you could come in and chat. That's lovely. Let me put my iPad over here. I was just checking a payment on my iPad because I sold the little Do-Fi pushchair. After my video yesterday, I've sold that to Mo. And Mo is the lady that brought one of my Reborns. I think she bought Gracie last year, but I called her something else. She's called her Gracie May. And so she's having my Do-Fi pushchair, and now I've just got to find a box to put it in. She wants it to arrive before her husband gets home. He's away this week. So, Ruthie's got twins. Luke and Lily are the same. Yeah, these two, they don't need to touch each other. They just seem to know their presence, that someone's having their bottle and is away from the other one. Ruthie, St. Ives. Is it raining down there, Ruthie? Is it raining? I hope not, because we've had intermittent rain all day. Libby, lovely to see Molly back. Yeah, doesn't Molly look amazing in that body? She just looks so much bigger and grown up. Yes, sweet tea, aren't they? They're lovely. So I'm not sure if Sherry will be on tonight because her and her husband both have COVID, which is horrendous, isn't it? She said they don't go very far either. They don't go out very far or anything like that. Let's get you back to me now. So she might be on, she might not. Let's turn you around. There you go. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of keeping my eyes open tonight. The Emmy is bad today. The Emmy has not been kind to me today. Oh, I need to take the legs out now. So we had Jack on the weekend, and I just could not get up yesterday morning. But luckily, nor could Jack. Jack is all. Oh, have a look at my shelf while I'm getting the legs out. There you go. Have a nice look at my shelf. Oh my goodness. Yeah, luckily Jack wanted to sleep in, have his nap in the morning, which was great. So we did that together. And then Russ took him out in the afternoon to a steam fair, so I could just stay at home and just not do anything. So I came in here last night and slept because I need to put my legs up. And sweet tea, yeah. Chris, hi. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Did you have a lovely time? Chris was at a pram show on the weekend. Did you have a lovely time, Chris? I would love to get there one day. But there was no chance this year after the holiday after Peterborough. Are you tired, Chris? Because it was a busy day, wasn't it? Chris was selling as well. Chris, did you sell that pram? That carry cot? What, Libby? Libby says she's just started 6 weeks with the grandchildren ages 5 and 3. No wonder you needed those holidays, Libby, at the beginning of the year. Oh my goodness. I'm so thankful for Russ that he's there. So like we have him on a Wednesday night. So Mum does a night shift. And that's okay. He comes about 3 o'clock, and then I take him home the next day at lunchtime. So that's fine. That works out okay. And then it's good, so good that Russ is here on the weekend. Oh dear, dear, dear. Hang on then, let's have a look. I'm going back to read. Donna, yeah, it definitely does suit her better, doesn't it, the body? Do you know, yes, because mine's gone cold. Thank you. That's all right. has to sneak in, doesn't he? Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? He's been working outside our factory today. And I love cider. I mean, I grew up here where they make cider and everything. In fact, one of the local ones was on Country File last night. But anyway, by the by, he's Thatcher as it is, and it's all over the country, Thatcher cider. And I will never have their cider again because 70% of their apples come from Chile. Chile. And yet their cider, and it comes to them, and their cider is basically labelled as, you know, it's processed really in Somerset, and I'm very cross about that. I'm never, not that I like Thatcher's that much, but I'm not having Thatcher's ever again. Right, let's go back now. Molly does look great, sweet tea. She sat over there, and she's got shorts on today, and I just, oh my God, that bigger body is amazing on her. I'm still undecided about Tilly's bigger body. I think it's overstuffed. And also she's having her eyes done. So when I go to Doncaster Doll Show in September, Amy is going to give her some different eyes because her eyes are really staring, which is okay for now because it's like, oh my God, I've come into this situation. Amy said she looks scared. And I said, yeah, so would you if you had to come to this household to live. So Amy's going to put in some new eyes, and then I will take some stuffing out the body if I don't get fed up before then. But I think I've overstuffed her body because she's not a standing up one, and so she doesn't need to be overstuffed. Timothy's body is very stuffed, but he stands up. So now I'm going to go back and read again, and then I'll catch up with you. Tracy is on a mission, okay, tonight to keep her #1 crown. So I wonder if Sherry will come in. Ruth has got 3, #3 crown. I don't think the crowns, they don't mean anything from engagement during the live. So it's just a bit of fun that YouTube have come up, Google, I guess, have come up with. Oh, Tracy was then bumped down to 2. Sweet tea is at #1. Yeah, poor Sherry. I mean, they've been through so much. She said, when she messaged me, said this is the 4th time that they've had, I got a cup of tea, but it's virtually cold. And it's sitting right underneath the fan here. She said that this is, she said this is the 4th time that they've had it. Crikey, that's just awful. So Sherry, if you watch this back, we are all hoping and praying that you, you start to feel better soon. Crikey. Ruthie, it was raining. It stopped now. Only wet a bit tomorrow, hopefully. Rest of the week does look good. So that's great. Have you got any plans, Ruthie? Any visiting plans? Thank you very much.
No, madam.
Thank you.
Is that all you want? Anything else before I sit down, madam? Don't hit me.
He's such an ass. And look what cup he's given me. He's creeping for something. Probably wants something for his bike. Best wife ever. Don't believe it. He's creeping. He's creeping for something. You want a cup of tea? Sorry, I interrupted your live. He is creeping for something. Yeah, Ruthie, the rest of the week does look good. Sweetie had a meetup as well with Letitia, who is another one of our members, but I don't expect Letitia to get on because she might be working. But Sweetie had a meetup. Oh, Sweetie, your gifts looked brilliant. So Sweetie does have our YouTube channel, if you didn't know that. Hopefully you'll have good weather. Yeah. Your husband is amazing. Yeah, so good to have them, isn't it? This is why I have my children young. You know, the Lord must have thought, yeah, you're not going to be able to cope later, Caroline. We'll give them to you now. How tall is Molly? Somebody else asked me that the other day, and I can't. So her body is 28 inches. I think somebody asked me, Frankie. I think her body, the body is 28 inches. So I couldn't tell you without getting a tape measure out, sweetie. Donna, I love pear cider. Oh, Donna, nice pear cider made close to me as well. Ooh. Next June, then at Peterborough, we're gonna have try and have interlocking rooms, aren't we? So what we'll have to do is get some cider. I'll bring up some proper stuff. Thatcher's do nice flavored cider, but now that I know it is 70% apples from Chile, I'm just no. We have abundance of apples and that around here, Just, I guess maybe they needed it to keep up their Thatcher's name. I don't know. We have cider brandy made close to us as well. And that's famous Temperley family made that. They lived right near the Nook. When we lived there, the cider place was right there. Chris, it was awful weather last year, wasn't it? It was awful weather, or the year before. Brightened up the pram walk. Low numbers despite being... Oh, you did sell the little pram. I loved it. That little... It was green, wasn't it? The little... I like the little ones. Despite a pre-booked event, yeah. I think the weather put a lot of people off. We had the steam fair here, just up the road, and Russ said it was quiet there than what it normally is, but we had torrential rain on Saturday. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yes, Ruth, I didn't know that till Russ came home tonight and told me. He's told me also, because he's been in loads of factories and things, like doing the electrical stuff. He's told me loads of things like toilet rows that all come down a production line, and when some go right to be wrapped as Andrex and some go left to be wrapped as M&S or something else, that's not, don't take that as written, but because I can't remember, but he did say that. And biscuits as well. Yeah, Tracy's lost her crown, hasn't she, Libby? Oh, she had to let the dog out. Thinking about making Cassidy, my Zoe, taller. Sweetie, does she have the body that was like... I know you can get different bodies for them when you order the kits, but they always have the suggested body, don't they, in the like little drop-down box, or the kit comes as one with a body. So Molly came on the original body that was advertised for the kit. But ever since I've had her, I've just thought she could do with a bigger body. Like her arms were too low for me, too low down on her body. And so I said, well, last time I seen Amy at a show, I was speaking to her about the body. What size did she think? 28. And so that's what I did. I got the 28 inch to have a look at it. And I think, yes, I like it. You could as well put an armature in her, I think, and make her stand now. I think she could stand now. She is big. She is bigger on that body. Annie has just got longer legs. That's all. Annie's nowhere near stuffed as much as Molly. I mean, I think Molly could get away with some 12 to 18 months clothing. I'm looking at her because she sat over there. Jack put a little headband on her yesterday. He took the headband out of the box and I showed him how it goes on, and he was just laughing his head off. So she's got the headband on. But she's wearing 6 to 9 now, and it is tight. That dress was 6 to 9, and that was tight on around her chest. So I could get away with 9 to 12. But she's easily one of my favorites now. So yeah, I was thinking, because I just changed Timothy, who does have an armature in him, and I was thinking Molly probably could have one in her. I bet it's the hospital visits. Look, yes, Libby. Oh, you're talking about Sherry, aren't you? Yes, I bet it could be the hospital visits that they have to do with her husband, because Sherry said she doesn't hardly go. Her and her husband don't hardly go anywhere. So it's awful, isn't it? COVID is awful. And like the new, I mean, I had that thing before Christmas and it kept saying negative for COVID, but I felt worse having that than I did when I had COVID. So I don't know what that was, but that knocked me down for about 5 weeks. And then you've really got to push yourself to get back up and get on, haven't you? When you've been down so low, it's like real effort, and every day is just every day gets better than the previous one, but it takes so long. Best wife ever. I know he's creeping, guys. Yes, Donna, he definitely is creeping for something. It's surely got to be something to do with his bike. It's got to be. Tracy, I sent Susan a picture of me as a little girl. She said Ellie is like me, so I may be getting one. That's cute. I'm glad, sweetie. Meetups are great, aren't they? Which is why I'm going, like I said, about going to Doncaster in September. It's a small show, so it's only in one room, one hall. But the thing about that is you get to see so many people. You get to chat with so many people. Because you're not trying to look at everything. Like when I go to Peterborough in October, in October, it's a 1-day event. And I want to get around all the stalls and look at everything. And also people want to talk to me and I want to talk to people and say hello to people and, and all of that sort of thing as well. And then film. And it's difficult. It's difficult because that is so packed. That is in 4 rooms of, 90 odd stalls. It's a huge show. So I wish Kathy would do October as a 2-day event, Kathy. Ruthie's going to Land's End. Over commercialized. It is, Ruthie, but if you've never been, it's worth just going. And you can go and have your photo done under the sign. I mean, you do pay for that. And they change your name. They can put your name on the sign. I did it with my dad and my little brother. It was so sweet. So you could do that. And then, Ruthie, another day you can go to John O'Groats. It's very commercialized, but I guess it's to bring money, I suppose, in, isn't it, to the area? I think there's swings and roundabouts with things. Proper cider. I won't bring you the stuff that comes directly out of the farmers' barns, because that usually has got all sorts inside it. And wow, that is very potent. I haven't had that for a long time, actually. But I will bring you some from, it's called Perry Cider. It's lovely. And I've been going there since before I had Rebecca. So that's over 30. Rebecca's 37. So I've been going there like 40 odd years. Because you used to be able to go and have loads of tasters. So before it was legal to drink and everything, you could just go to the cider farm and get loads of tasters and then go ride your motorbike home. But I've been there lots and lots of times, and they have a little cafe. And it's just, it's lovely little place. It rained a lot last year when it was last year, Tracy. Yeah, I knew it was a year. So that was probably the year when I was not well, or I think, was it, with my belly? You had a thunderstorm yesterday. You're still in Wales, Ruth, are you? Sweet tea, it's so hot. Have you had any rain, sweet tea? We've had the rain, but it's not really cooled down until now. It's back down to cooling temperatures, but it was St. Swithin's Day, wasn't it, on the 12th of July, 15th of July. It's supposed to rain for 40 days. So I think that's what's going to happen. Plus the kids are on holiday, so it always rains. It was green. 60s Rally Dreamliner. Oh, Chris, if you ever come across anything like that, I love. My favorite things are transporter prams. Now I've got my Wayfarers, that they're lovely, but push chairs as well. I just love all the old push chairs. Not people go after the McLarens and things like that. I much prefer the ones that have got the bar and the little beads. You know, the different ones, I like to call them, the different sort, like a swallow, you know. But yeah, and green, such an unusual color. Wow. She was standing. I took it out because it was just too still. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think her body, Timothy's body, is long and slim, whereas the body that I've got Molly on is like chunky. But now she looks chunky and she looks bloody. I'm just so chuffed with her. She looks really fantastic. I just need to figure out Tilly a bit more. Tilly's like she's shell shocked. She's like frozen, like, oh, I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. I definitely like the size of the body that she's got on, but I think what I'll have to do is take some stuffing out and just get her eyes done. She needs a smaller. Cindy, you still haven't recovered. Hi, Cindy. I don't think I said hello to you. Sorry. Hi, Cindy. I didn't see you were in. And you haven't recovered from COVID. Have you still got COVID, or have you now got long COVID? That's awful as well, isn't it? That's like ME. So I have long. Ruth, you have long COVID. That's what your physio said. Well, there you go. That's ME for you. That's so, Ruth, if you've got long COVID fibro, I've just awful. I understand completely. I may not go to the Kansas doll show unless money gets a bit better. The dollar gets a bit better. Yeah. Well, it's all money, isn't it? It's all money. Very fortunately for me, I've sold the little Dofi pushchair. I did sell it for half the price, but that was because I was selling it to Mo, which is a subscriber, and Mo bought one of my Reborns, I believe last year. I think she bought her. She's called her Gracie May. And so she's having the little pushchair. So that's given me a little bit of a kickback now of money. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I can't say there's anything I want yet. Going to St. Ives tomorrow, Wednesday. I want to find the vintage charity shop. It has good. Yes, it does. Oh my goodness, I love St. Ives. Well, actually, I just love all of this area. So Ruthie is going to Cornwall, which, for those of you who don't know, is the bottom west. So it's the lowest point in Britain she's going to go to when she goes to Land's End. I remember Ruthie going to Land's End and there was nothing there many, many years ago. There was nothing. There was no... Well, my girls were small. There was absolutely nothing, no sign, nothing there. And then a few years later, we went and things had started to develop. And then I think things developed so much that it was Merlin Entertainment took over and had loads of attractions there. And I haven't been there since, I don't think. Donna, I remember going to a cider farm with my grandpa. Oh, love a cider farm. I'm across the border near Austria. Oh, right, Ruth. Oh, well, that's nice for you. It might not be very far away from home, but it's familiar and it's somewhere different, especially with all that you're going through. Am I changing her eye color or just her style? Well, Tracy, that's difficult. I'm trying. See, if you've got ginger hair, then usually you have green eyes. All of the ginger folk that I know in Ireland have green eyes. One of my children, who she looks really Irish, is like a little bit of a throwback. Her eyes a bit green and brown. I don't know. I do want to put green eyes in, but that might change the whole look of her. But then she's having different eyes anyway, because I think the ones she's got in are I think we're going to put glass eyes in her, and so I think that'll make her look different. So maybe make her look different and give her the whole green eye. Maybe she needs to go to hospital because she's got a problem with her eyes. And then she comes back and just has different eyes, just wear shades for glasses for a little while, and then she can gradually reveal her new eyes. I'll have to come up with a story. Somebody said, I love all the stories you make up with your little family, and I don't make them up. They tell me who they are. They tell me what's going on. Yeah, monitoring your heart rate. When you put the things up, it might be, that's why I said it's a good idea to track it, because that might not result in a high heart rate for you when you start to track it. It might be on paper, but for you as a person, it might not be, because my Rebecca has got a high heart rate and they're not worried about it. But I am as a mother. And when she was going to give birth, I was like straight, on the phone and saying, I want to know what her heart rate is. And I was like, keep an eye on her. But the doctors are not worried by her high heart rate at the moment. So I don't know, Ruth. Oh, Sweet Tea has to fly. So then you've got that added cost, haven't you, Sweet Tea? Yeah, I understand that. I understand. It's what? The Kansas Doll Show is $400. No, that's to fly, isn't it? I was going to say, for a minute there, my fibro and ME brain was like, for £400 a ticket to get into a doll show? That's to fly, isn't it? Kansas. Yeah. That's a lot of money. Crikey. Don't they do cheaper flights than that, or is that cheap? Wow. Ruthie, I had long COVID, constant bouts of tonsillitis. Just kept giving me antibiotics. Holland and Barrett gave me some brilliant immune boosters, which have massively helped. Ruthie, tell us what they are. Could you write that on our page? Because I will forget to look through and have a look. But I would be very interested in that. Holland and Barrett are amazing, aren't they? Holland and Barrett are a health brand. They've got stores and vitamin supplements and all of that sort of thing. It's not like witchcraft or anything like that. It's tough. Tracy, you have brown. Yeah. Do you have ginger hair? Or do you colour your hair? I didn't think it was so ginger. Ah, yes. Yeah, Rufy. I do remember that about Merlin Entertainment. My girls loved it because there were all sorts of talks and things everywhere. They liked all of that. But I think me and my ex-husband weren't too keen on it, because we'd been before and it was so remote, a bit like John O'Groats up in Scotland. I don't know if there's anything there now because I haven't been there for years, but there was nothing. There was like a building with a cafe in it, and it was hardly ever open. And so I don't know if there's anything up there now either. But yeah, it is difficult. It is difficult, isn't it? It's like so many people go to Cornwall, and especially since COVID. We need to do something with all these people. We need to entertain them. My custom Rhea is having green eyes. Becky, that's lovely. So will she have ginger hair as well, or is it just because you want green eyes? Rhea, lovely. Donna, my youngest daughter's eyes changed really late from blue to brown. Really? Highest was 116. Yeah. Just keep a check of it and try to think about how you feel when you're taking it as well, because your heart rate can be influenced by how your mind is. Biometrics is really, really good thing to understand. You can actually, really work on yourself to lower your heart rate and your pulse rate. It's really clever. Our bodies are really clever machines. And if you're anxious, because obviously, Ruth, you have a lot of history about health, and not being able to vocalize your health. I want to say issues, but they're not issues. Your health concerns, and so it could be that you're going through all of that as well at the moment. Don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, plus so $400 plus the hotel and all of that. Yeah, it soon mounts up, doesn't it? I mean, Tracy and I shared the room last year, and that was so good for both of us because it freed up, half the cost of the hotel room. And also, now I don't have the camper and I only have that little car, my petrol costs are minimal. So that's amazing. And that's the cheapest you found for flights. Wow. Catch a tornado, Tracy. Follow the yellow brick road. Catch a tornado, follow the yellow brick road. That's what you need to do, sweetie. Or it's a 14-hour drive. That is some drive, yeah. I mean, I drive for 4 hours. That's too tiring for me. Yeah. That's just about my limit, I think, 4 hours. Tracy, I was orange as a baby and then auburn. Yes, I diet. That's why you've got brown. That's why you've got brown eyes. See? Sweet tea, you've got lots of green-eyed babies. Yes, ginger, Becky. Oh, lovely. I love Maisie's hair. And Maisie's got on a green romper at the moment that somebody sent me. And oh my God, it just looks stunning on her. It's got all this detail around the neck. It looks absolutely stunning on her. She's so pretty. She is like an Irish girl. That's what I think when I look at her. When I go over to Kerry's, she just reminds me of all of the young girls that I see over there, the Irish girls with ginger hair, with their little, always doing their twirling and things. Try and go November. Is it cheaper then to go to the Florida one? Plus, you'll be able to visit family if you go to the Florida one, won't you? Looking forward to Peter. I think Russ needs to drop you off to share a room with me. Well, I did say that, but no, we got the mother-in-law now with us. So we are traveling up on the early Sunday morning. He's dropping me off at the hotel. And then he's going to take his mum up to wherever she's going. And then he's going to come back and sit in the car park and wait. Purple will look pretty on her too. Yes, it will. It will. When my heart rate goes up, I am just calmly walking around the house, very chilled. Ruth, have a look at some psychology about it, because you might feel you're very chilled, but our bodies could be doing other things. It's really clever, actually, how it works. Really, really clever. How you can say to me, I don't feel stressed, but your body can have a whole different meaning to that. But definitely keep a track of it. Keep a track of it so that then the doctors can kind of use that to help them figure out what's going on. It will be close to the baby's first birthday too. Oh yes, sweetie. Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Is it further to drive then, Florida, from you? Yeah, surely it is, isn't it? Than Kansas. Who else are we missing in here today? Cindy. Cindy, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Who else isn't in here? Sky, vegan dinosaur. She's not here, is she? She'll come on afterwards and go, damn it, I forgot again. I'm trying, sweetie, I'm trying to change how I'm going to deal. We have to, sweetie. We have to. We've got these chronic illnesses. We've got to try and manage it, haven't we? I literally cannot deal with any stress nowadays since I had that last nervous breakdown, which was 13 years ago. I can't manage any stress at all now. So even if I was to try and go back to the workplace, I couldn't. I just couldn't cope. It's a cheaper flight. That's good. That's good. Is it anywhere near, grandbaby? Is it anywhere near there? Yeah, I saw, Ruth, you said your grandma had it. So your doctor says it's high, so that's good, monitoring it. I'm surprised they haven't put you in a... When I had mine done, I had to wear a thing. Have they given you a monitor to wear? I had to wear it for 48 hours. And the kid's mum is a ridiculous... Yes, don't let her have any power. Just try and zone her out. Just try and zone her out. That's what because that's what they want. That's what they want. They want to cause chaos. And sweet 30 minutes from the baby. So Sweet Tea has a grandbaby who lives in Florida. So that sounds great, Sweet Tea. Russ's ex and stepson's mum, my stepmother, Russ's boy's mum, she's nuts. When Russ and I got married, we got married in Scotland at Gretna Green. Truly romantic. But she came on holiday to Scotland and stayed not very far away from us. And not a lie. That is not a lie. She cried and cried and cried. She rang Russ the morning of the wedding. They hadn't been together for like 6 or 7 years. They hadn't been together. But she was losing her control over him. She has blown my phone. As far as she shouldn't be, you shouldn't, I wouldn't have anything to do with her. I didn't have anything to do with Russ's ex. Not my problem. Not my kid. Not my problem. That was all Russ and her deal with that. Otherwise, it would have just put way too much stress into my life. I loved seeing William, obviously, and I love him, and he's so funny, and he's a mini Russ, and he's always a really polite, sweet boy. I've only ever had to deal with her once, and that was she dropped Will halfway down, and I picked him up and brought him home because Russ was away working, and that was the only way it could be done. So that's the only time. I mean, I've spoke to her like, hello, that sort of thing, probably once a year, but no. Let's go back. Yeah, you should have been fitted with one, I think. bit of a sociopath as well. Yeah, I know. I want to tell you about it. I could believe it. I could not believe that she was coming on holiday near where we had taken the kids, because we had the kids with us and we all went and stayed in a log cabin on Loch Ness afterwards for our honeymoon with the children. And yeah, she stayed. We didn't see her, but she was, yeah, not far away. Ruth, can you read what Chris has written there? Chris says she had a high heart rate during the menopause years. So, Ruth, you've been saying you're going through the peri, didn't you? A 24-48 hour heart monitor on several times. Check it out. Lots of flutters as well. Yes. How's your heart now, Chris? Because I get that now. There is a history of heart issues in my family, but that's on the male side, really. Yeah, I'm out. She can bite me. No, I didn't have anything to do with her. That's one thing I said, that it was not my issues. Nothing, it was between Russ. Everything to do with William was between Russ and her. Everything to do with my kids were between me and husband, but also had to involve Russ because they stayed with me every week, every other week. So we had to take, but Russ is not like that anyway. But she is psycho. Oh God, she was awful. She was awful. And it's only been since William was 18, where in the UK then you don't have any financial issues, because he didn't go on to university, so he didn't have to pay any more money for her, to her, for him. We didn't have to, do any of that. So until they're 18. Chest pains and breathlessness too. Yeah, Ruth. So that's really good for you also. It's really great to hear these experiences, isn't it? How other people feel, how other women feel in things, because we've been so gaslit and taught to just carry on for so many years when we are going through something horrendous every month. And not even just every month, hormonally, you probably get 1 week out of a month where you're not as hormonal as the rest of the three. Just ridiculous. And we still keep calm and carry on. I mean, we really should big up each other up. We're amazing, women are amazing. The kids were so little, I tried to be nice to her. Well, when I got back with Russ, when we got back together, William was 3. And so I didn't. I just said she wanted to meet me. And so I want, to tell her that I was a teacher and I'd got all my checks and everything. Everything was okay. And I wasn't ever there to replace. I had my children. I wasn't there to replace her when William was down. It was, it was up to Russ to discipline him and all of that. And so that side of it's been okay. I've nothing to do with that, because I would lose my shit loads. I would lose my shit loads. Once, when Russ came home after his visit up there for the weekend, he came home and he said, "I've got something to tell you. She've rung me on the way home." I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Don't freak out." This is what I'm like, see? Don't freak out, he said. But she asked me if we can get back together because she wants us to be a family. Rush used to go up there every other weekend. People used to say to me, "Do you trust him while he's up there?" I was like, yeah. Don't trust her, but I trust him. She's the sort that would, like, walk around half naked, try and entice him back into her bedroom, that sort of thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, Caroline, how loud was my snoring? Loud or prolonged? Loud was probably 8. Prolonged was probably, it wasn't all night long. It wasn't all night long, thank God. That was a dangerous question for Tracy, wasn't it? You should never ask me a question if you don't want a truthful answer. She just goes for the jugular when she's feeling some type of, yeah, that's exactly what Sally's like. If she thought she was losing a bit of control, she would go nuts on Russ. Absolutely nuts. And I used to be like, stop being so nice to her. God, tell her. But, oh, no, so I don't. I didn't. It's nothing to do with me. She was nothing to do with me. So Chris still gets flutters now and again. Don't worry about it anymore. But she's nearly 70. Are those flutters when, you know, a handsome man walks past you then, Chris? In the supermarket? Tracy, I walk upstairs and almost pass out. Well, Tracy, you pass out in the toilet. You don't need to walk up the stairs. Sarah was 3 and Pierce was 4. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Because they've lost control, haven't they? They've lost control of the bloke. And like Sally, just, they've only got one child. She's only ever had one child. And she was just, gosh, she was awful with him. Awful. Just so babyfied him and, oh, mollycoddled him. And it was just awful. Tracy, I used to do big shop moves. Now I'm lucky if I can load the dishwasher. Well, that's life, Tracy. Yep. So I've been in bed all day until I worked out what I was going to do for tea tonight, and it was a 1-pot meal. And so Russ, on Saturday, when we were cutting up the vegetables for the tea, then Russ cut up the extra vegetables for tonight. So I didn't have to do any of that. I literally just had to fry off. I got up at about 4:45, put the oven on, fried off the chicken and the onions, spring onions, fried that off in a pan. Then I added some peas, and it was like lemon and some lemon, and it was like a lemon chicken thing. And then spinach. Well, and then put it in the oven, and then 10 minutes before the end of it cooking, I put some spinach in it. Oh, potatoes as well, little new potatoes from our garden. And we had that. And so that's the sort of things I do. I do stuff that's really, really easy. So, and then I emptied the dishwasher while I was. That's it. That's all I've done. That's all I've done today. Exactly. I have my own. Nothing I do now is okay. Or exactly. And the thing is, they're getting older, so they're getting more vocal about spending time with you. William used to say that he loved my smile. He loved coming to me because I smiled. What does that tell you about his mum? So now they're becoming more vocal about spending time with you. Things, she's just well jealous. My grandma was in her 60s, told her heart rate was due to menopause, ended up with a stroke and heart problems. Yeah, but it's really hard. It's really hard. So let's hope when you get home then, keep a checkup of it. And then when you get home, you also doing your blood pressure as well, because Russ has to do his blood pressure. Then he's had to lose weight. Yeah, she thought he would be available always, and you messed up the plan. Exactly. When me and Russ like got together and we started like making it official, he didn't even know how to tell her. That's what she was like. So he didn't even know how to tell her. And she came and dropped William off to him, and she said, there's a bloke in our village who's asked me if I'll go on a date with him. Do you mind? And Russ went, no. He said her face fell. He said, and then I thought, oh, here's my opportunity. He said, well, actually, I'm seeing somebody. And I think she thought that she was going to tell him about this bloke, and Russ was going to be like, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that when we get back together. Oh, but he was like, yes, my opportunity. I can tell her now and not get any wrath about it. But she's never settled down with anybody. She's never got married. She's, like I say, she's got no more children. And so she is the same age. We're 56. She's 57, I think. But yeah, same. Just completely. And she's so full of herself. But so insecure with it. She's so full of herself, but insecure. So she has to like always look really greatly dressed, always got new clothes, and always got her hair done and her shoes, and always. But I don't mean that in a way that she always looks her best. I mean that in a way that she's so insecure she worries about what other people think. Whereas I turn up to pick Will up, or when we go together, if I was in the car together, we were dropping Will off because we'd have him for the weekend at the caravan, I would just have like, you know me, joggers, hoodie, Crocs or boots or whatever. I am me, and that is it. I'm not dressing up anymore. And I hated every second of it because it felt like. Tracy, I'm staying awake now. Tracy, you'll be even worse when you have some Somerset cider. But don't worry, we all will be. So Donna will be in the next room snoring away, and I'll be lying next to you, not next to you, separate beds, snoring away. We might even hear Sharon snoring away, around the corridor in another room. Hi, Elaine. You've made it near the end again. Oh, my goodness. You'll get there, Elaine, soon. You'll get there, baby Elaine. Caroline is really not helping your case, Tracy. Definitely not. Oh, Tracy, for you and Donna to share. Oh, my God. See? Think about how you phrase questions you ask me next time. I didn't even think about that in October. Oh, for you and Donna to share in October. Peterborough. I just read that now. I'm trying to convince Donna she wants to share a room. I'll tell you what, Donna, I don't know how Tracy felt, but I felt really anxious about it beforehand, because this was a big deal for me. Staying in a hotel is a big deal. Staying away from my own bed is a big deal. Even sleeping in this bed here takes me a few days to like get settled in. It's just how it works. And so but it was fine. I was determined to go there and have a good time, and I did. I had a brilliant time, and it takes some earplugs. Ruth, I had a lazy dinner of, not lazy, convenient. I had a lazy dinner of sweet and sour chicken from Aldi with salad and prawn crackers. Yum, yum. And that's not a lazy dinner. That's convenient. And you actually ate. And that's amazing. So many people in our situation, if we feel so crap, wouldn't even bother to prepare themselves anything. So the fact you even got a meal, you ate it, is just really good for you. Well done. Well done. They complained about her cooking. The last 2 days with chicken fajitas, that did tire me out. I had a kidney. Yeah, I see you've got a kidney stone. Quiche, sweet potato fries and salad. Yeah, I love sweet potato fries. Your blood pressure was fine. Good. That's good. That's good. Well, sweet tea, yeah. Sally cheated on Russ with the builder that was building their extension. Go figure, eh? You made it, baby Elaine, but you need to make it earlier. Is it 7:15? And also, for those of you who on our Facebook page, if you don't like comment or post every couple of days, if you leave it a few days, Meta Meta Facebook will straight away think that you're not part of our page, because I had to it'll go into spam, protected, potentially spam thing, and then I have to say it's not spam, let it go in. So, and I had that today. Vegan dinosaur Sky, I had that today with Sky, so I had to click that she's not spam. she's not a tin of spam. She's okay to come in our page. It's because our page is private, that's why. So it's good protection. Ruth, I'm trying to eat healthily and going on walks with my brother's dog. It's so different, isn't it? Like when I have Rebecca's dog here, it's so different. It's harder work when you've got a dog in old age, dementia, blind, deaf. It's a whole different, yeah. Taking Millie for a walk is worse than taking a toddler. They weren't very separate last time. No, Donna, they weren't, and they kept pushing together in the night. Casual but comfortable. Just be yourself. If you want to dress up if you need to do that. But what you've got to do is think about inside. What makes your inside happy? Offer to buy some for Donna. Maybe if the beds were opposite ends of the room, but they could do that. Tracy, I did see other people's photos, and their beds were like, one was under the window and one was up against the wall, almost like mine was. Not as close as ours. Bloody hell. You have to eat. Yeah, you do have to eat. Oh, yeah, I have to eat because of my belly as well. Oh, don't worry. You'll get there soon, baby Elaine. You'll soon get there. Do not worry. Yeah, I had the best time. So Tracy, that's good. I'm glad. And Ruth has been super hungry today. She's been doing a lot of walking with the dog. That is good for you. Good excuse to keep posting on the group. Yes. Give Donna a couple of bottles of cider. Oh, I am number 2 crown. I know, Ruth. I know. The carpenter saw close to you. Tracy is at number 1. That's right, Dolly Maker. Take care, everyone. It's time to go, everybody. It's been an hour already. Wow. Thank you for coming along and me up. It's been a bit of a boring, sluggish day. So yeah, but tomorrow we'll get there. Tomorrow will be another day. Get up in the morning and it'll be another day. So I hope you all have a good rest of the week. See you next week. And yeah, just look after yourself. Hit the like button on the way out. We've only got 5 likes. We should have more than that, that's for sure. And Becky, you still got number 3. You still got the number 3, Becky. Well done. And I've loved seeing the photos of your babies in the happy mail, Becky. That's been great. Bye, everybody. Bye. Take care. Ruthie, have a good time at St. Ives. We'll love to see a photo of you at John O'Groat. No, I don't. At Land's End. Be nuts if you're at John O'Groat's. Bye, everybody. Bye, Rachel. Yeah, everybody be safe. Bye, everybody be safe. Have a really good week. Just think, tomorrow's another day. Bye. Thank you, Chris. Bye, lovelies.